Let's get cracking. A cigarette at the same time, innit? Right then. Give me a moment, guys. Let's start then, okay? I swear to God, it feels like having a cigarette is like a morning ritual for me on the stream. So what's going on, champs? Hope you guys doing well. Fucking hell, man. It is Wednesday today, midway through the week. Bitcoin hasn't done much really. It's range bound really. Same old shit really. Huge volatility is coming tomorrow, I believe. Reason being, we talked about the Jackson Hole symposium. I believe that's how you supposed to say it. Symposium, simp is something in it. Let's call it symposium in my language today. So that's coming tomorrow. For those who don't know what the symposium is about, it's basically like a group of people, like in the highest hierarchy kind of thing in a way, in terms of banking and finances. They'll come together in Wyoming tomorrow, and they will discuss about all the global and the macro events and the politics in terms of the economics, the crisis, the recession, the inflation, what's going on. The Fed's going to be there tomorrow as well. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens. And I believe that's when we are going to have some volatility. It is coming to the end of the month, so profit taking is we always know like end of the week there's profit taking. Same thing as the end of the month, profit taking. The same thing can happen at the quarterly and the yearly. There's always going to be some sort of profit taking as well. So that's pretty much it. I'm just looking at the chart right now, and it's literally just a range band environment. Nothing too crazy about it. So we're just going to keep it one step at a time. I believe when I'm looking at Twitter, a lot of people are looking at shorts, but for me, because it's a range band environment, my speciality really is like looking at lower time frames, so more like day trades and scalps itself. So we'll look at a few scalps if we can get a hold of them. I'll try and fit in some alts today actually. So fucking now, so we'll see how it goes. What are you guys saying, man? I just want to give a shout out to who do we have? We got Derry, we got David, we got Dank. Yo, thingy David, how's it going, brother? Good to see you, man. It's been a while. Panastoshi. Good morning, Dank's Country Club family. Yeah, man, 100%. That country club. So yeah, that's another thing as well. The country club, the page on Twitter is down in the description below. So if you guys are interested in actually joining the club itself, it's going to be really exclusive in terms of how many people are going to go in. I'm going to start off with 100 people. I am going to get back. I didn't get back to anyone yet, just to say it's confirmed. Just because I had a little bit of an emergency, well, not emergency, but a family stuff going on yesterday, so it did, require my time. But I am gonna, get back to each and one of you guys today, and just to message you guys to let you know, yep, you're in X, Y, and Z. If you guys are interested in actually joining the club, it's $100 a month for the first 100 people that's going to join in, and literally it's going to be, a lot of things where we're going to talk about trading. I'm going to teach you how to trade. We go through a lot of scenarios. We go through a lot of like plans. There's going to be homework too as well, because there is work to be done. Like, I'm not doing this as a group, as a club where everyone just chills in, and it's not a buy signal. It's not like a signal service. What I'm doing is just teaching you the tools how to become better. That's the aim behind it, and there's going to be quite some big things coming in the future. Literally, I was discussing this yesterday. NFTs, like what I've been looking. Well, I keep it as a secret. I don't know. I think I'm gonna keep that as a secret. Let's see, my YouTube on my phone is being a bit fucking weird now. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I can't see everyone's messages. You see, everyone's sending me like DMs, and it's just not popping up. It's not just popping up. It's not populating for me. I'm gonna have to bring up my phone on my PC again, but it's gonna be quite exclusive. Where we're looking at like I'll be doing in the coming months of future. There'll be like 1,000 NFTs, some like legendary ones, rare ones, which I'm gonna be giving out for free for those that join the club itself. And it's one of those ones that you can keep for yourself. If the value goes up and you sell it, or whatever. It's entirely up to you. But the aim is to make this as a huge organization. Really push this forward, and help one of you guys, each and every one of you guys, because I was in the same position as you guys was like years ago, like back in 2018. I know exactly how it feels, how shit it is, with the bear market coming out. You want to give up, you want to, walk away from it. I totally understand. It happens to all of us, and you know what? if I can make it easy for you guys, and for you guys to actually jump on board and understand how the trading scenario works. Because in the bear market, it's all a technical analysis. In the bull market, it is technical analysis 100%. I will still agree as technical analysis, but there's an element of fundamentals behind it. Right now, there's not really not many fundamentals to worry about, because market's going to shit really. It's all come down to what dollar does. It's all come down to what this recession happens as well. So, you know, that's how it is. But let's give a quick shout out. Let me bring up my chat on my side so I can see what's going on, because I can't see shit. There we go. Let me just bring this. All right then. So who do we have? We got Derry. We got David Bart. We got Dank McDizzle, Fan Satoshi, Pio Glow. What's going on, brother? Morning, everybody. Bam Bam Bitcoin. We got Joe. We got freaking Guna. We got Derry, Kep, Mike, Kenneth. We got Rafe. We got Uzair. Walaikum salam, man. Gandalf. What's good, man? I'm chilling, man. What you saying, man? Justin, my bro. We got Sahvan Patel. What's going on? Walaikum salam, brother. We got John Kaboosh. You good, champ? What's up? Thanks first lesson to being patient by waiting for the confirmation. Yeah, 100%. Look at the confirmation. Look, so we had like a plan yesterday in regards to the shorts and stuff like that, and like the shorts is still valid in my opinion. It's still very, very valid. We'll talk about the plan X, Y, and Z, but yeah, we'll go for the plan. But confirmation for longs, you know what the plan is. We'll go through it again. Let's see who else we got. We got Hunter. What you saying, brother? It's been a while, man. Fucking hell, Hunter. Where you been at, man? Yeah, Danish Country Club NFT. Yeah, fam. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a lit community. It's really more of a family base I'm looking to build rather than some bullshit base. You know what I'm saying? But we'll see how it goes. Which one? The Artemis. The Twitter group, is it gonna be private? Are you talking about like the Danish Country Club bit? That's gonna be open publicly, but like for people just to see like trades that, you know, some of the trades and setups and the gains and whatnot. Like that's gonna be public, but the group is gonna be private. It's gonna be secluded. It's gonna be locked at 100 for the time being. And as the time goes on, I'll see how it goes, how I can handle up the pressure. Because if you think about it, there's like 100 people in the group. That requires me to actually be able to focus on what's going on. And if I open this to like 500 people, for example, it's gonna be haywire, and I don't think that's fair for you guys, and it's not fair to to myself as well, because you guys are actually, you know, looking for a service, and I'm gonna provide that service to the best of my abilities. That's what it is. There, we got Artemis, like I said. We got my hero. We got freaking Fitz, Joe Crate. We got motherfucking Rap God. What's going on? Again, NJB name. We got Crypto Mafia, and we got Amar, man. Fucking, we got the whole crew here, whole freaking crew. Rate that, man. I rate that. All right then, so let's get cracking on this now, isn't it? So Bitcoin, what's going on with Bitcoin? Bitcoin being a bit weird, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? It's like nothing too major. Do you remember the range we talked about yesterday? This little bit here. Well, as you can see clearly, that Monday's range is capping the market on the upside and the downside. Okay, makes sense, right? Because look, you look on the daily. Compared to, if you just let me just hide all this, right? We know this is Monday's range, okay? I just want to highlight the whole thing first. So we've got Monday's range right here. This is like Monday's range. Can you see that? Now, see how that small body candles? It's all small, very tiny little candles there, right? These candles are tiny, very, very tiny compared to these explosive moves over here. This massive move there, massive move there, massive move there. And they're small body candles, but they're dropping over here. If you compare everything, right? Compare this with all these candles over there, they're a lot more minute. So what that means to me, straight on the spot, is that it's actually a range band environment. It's definitely a range band environment. As you can see, if we put in Monday's range, you can clearly see what's going on. And we've seen this happen before, right? Do you remember that Monday's range we played about 3 weeks ago? And we played that range band environment for a good whole week, and we played up and down, up and down, up and down. It's the same situation here. The only difference is that if you look here, right, and we go on the 4 hours, it's holding above the mid range. Just ignore the other line. Just focus on the black line. Just the black ranges over here. Okay. Do you know what? Let me highlight this, and then you can start seeing it there. And I'm gonna hide all this shit. Okay. And you can see clearly it just focused right over here. the mid range, which comes in at, let's have a look. Where's the mid range at? We'll draw a line here. The mid range comes here, and you can see this mid range is holding its place. Okay. There we go. Nope, that's not right. There we go. Yeah, you can see this mid range is holding its place here. It's, yeah, high to low, low to high, and then high to low, low to high, and then we're going to the mid range, and we're holding this mid range here now, which means, right, are we gonna have a breakout on the upside, or are we gonna have a breakout on the downside? We don't know yet, but if we start losing this area here and playing it down, we can play back to the mid range. So if you like, well, let's fucking start narrowing it down a little bit more now. Let's go on the 1 hour, see what's up. 1 hour, draw the range. Because the reason why, there's nothing much to say about the view, right? We can only say at the moment that this is a range bound environment and there's nothing going on. Some people say it's boring PA. Some people say, oh, like, you know, it's dead. What's going on? You know, like, let's wait. Yeah, you can wait. But I still see there's money to be made. No matter what, there's always going to be money to be made. Because do you remember how we play ranges? We play ranges in a very simplistic way. Let me bring up the chat so I can see what you guys are saying as well. Where the fuck is it? There we go. There we go. That's, I can see what everyone's saying there. Pirate's missing. Yeah, Pirate's missing. Bless her. Hope she's well. I'll probably send a message to see if she's okay. I'll send it later. Actually, nah, let's send it now, because otherwise it'd be quite rude. Yeah, Pirate's a cool person, man. I really like Pirate. She's like proper down to earth, man. A really lovely person as well. So shout out to her. But yeah, where is it? Where's my fucking can? What's it? Alright, cool. I'll walk it up now, motherfuckers. Right, yeah. So what's I saying? Yeah, smash the likes, everybody, man. Show me some love and some support, man. I really appreciate you guys jumping on, man. Big love to this as well. Yeah, I'm good, Tereso Gomez. Do you know what? When I see your name, Tereso, innit, right? I ain't gonna lie to you. Have you guys ever seen a show called Queen of the South? That the main actress, right? She's actually a pretty Mexican lady as well. But in the character's called Teresa, innit? Teresa. So when I say Tereso, I think of Teresa, Teresita. So I don't know, just like that. But it's a good show. I enjoy that as well. What's going on, Faith? You good? Yeah, so we're all waiting for the thingy, for the breakout on either side. We don't even know what's going to happen. Vegeta's in the house, man. It's good to have Vegeta here. Like, oh, by the way, if you guys aren't aware, Vegeta's got a stream going on as well. Let me plug him in quickly as well. Give me a second there. Vegeta Crypto 1. There we go. Type in Vegeta Crypto 1. You see my bro over here. And let's just try and get on that. There we go. That's him. That's the brother over here. Give him a follow, man. Show him some love. He's a sick guy as well. He's got 231 subscribers. Let's try and get that to 500, man. Show him some love. He's a sick lad. Really good lad. As you can see, he's consistent with his shows. Let him do his thing as well. Amazing, beautiful soul he has as well. So I've got nothing but love for the geezer. So that's my boy Vegeta there. You bit unwell, brother. Take it easy, man. Yeah, Queen of the South is a sick show, innit? Yeah, man, bro. Like Vegeta, if you're unwell, just take it easy, man. What's going on? Used to own a liquor store named I think La Teresita. That is sick, dude. Where's this at? Ah, Bam Bam's following Vegeta. What a geezer. Bam Bam's a legend. What the fuck is doing that, man? That fucking gunshot and shit. It's a white area. I shouldn't be expecting gunshots. Like, this is not Alum Rock. For those who don't know what Alum Rock is, Alum Rock BA is a really rough area. I used to grow up there, and my God, it's fucked. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, getting back to the whole view. The view really isn't much to change from yesterday, right? We talked about how briefly, just talk about it. Sorry. We're back in this range over here, right? So you see this orange range over here. We're back in this range, right? This is the consolidation there that's happened that we played in like back in, was it June? Yeah, June. So all we've done, right? If you look at it this way, if I hide everything out, just to keep it simple. Where's the range? Let me just draw the range quickly. So it's there to there. Got it. I know where it is. So the range, right, is from here to there. So that's the range that we were playing in. Okay, really nice and simple. And this is the price action was literally stuck in here. Yes, we had some deviations. Doesn't really matter. But we play a range bound environment. And do you remember we were playing it from high to low? And we was trying to look for a breakout, but then it was a deviation. Then when we step back in, we play low to high. Again, another deviation, high to low. Again, another deviation, and low to high. And we played it all the way. And then once we took out these highs, we started playing longs. This is the same situation now. So what we've got there, right? How we played it on a bigger scale, which took a lot more time, is the same thing that's happening over here. All right, nothing different. It's a range bound environment, and we play the ranges. Okay. Now the question is, right? This is a range consolidation? That's the breakout. Here we have a retest. Is this a deviation? Well, to be honest, in all honesty, right now it does look like a fucking deviation. Why? Because we deviated above the range, and we stepped back into the range, right? So if we step back in the range, you play the range level to level, back to mid range, back to range low. So you lose the mid range, you go back to range low, right? Until we break out of this and hold above it, then we start targeting these areas here and see if we go for higher prices, X, Y, and Z. But because we got this whole Jackson Hole Symposium tomorrow, we need to be a lot more careful and keep it as tight as possible in terms of the whole freaking range bound environment. Okay, play it as a day trade. Don't play anything fancy. Don't look for expand. Like, for me personally, I'm not looking for any expansive move. There's no point, right? When it starts to do an expansion, you start doing a breakout, then we step in. If you want to go long, you can go long, right? But your stops have to be a bit wide. I'd say, let's have a look. If you were to trade, right, and you are long, for me right now, did we take out yesterday's low? I'm thinking Monday's low. I think we did. So the low comes in at what? 28.90, and this one is 28.90, 14. Yeah. So put it below yesterday's low, because if we take out yesterday's low, and that will be a legitimate trade playing it from this range bound environment that's over here. So you got this range bound environment here. We've got a range. This is the range high, and this is the range low, and you're playing it there. If you want to keep a wider stop, that could be here. That's legitimately fine. But the confirmation is to play on the upsides, breakout, hold above, and we start playing level to level, right? And going all the way back up and see how we go up there, right? So that's the plan for the breakout on the upside. The breakout on the downside is this. So let's have a look there. So we see these candles over here. Can you guys see it? So we know we've got a range bound environment there. This is Monday's high. This is Monday's low. Let it do its thing. You want to be safe, no problem. You see this here? You see this area here? This candle there, this very candle there. This will be my objective right here on the downside. Let it do its thing. Once it breaks down, and then that's my expansive move. Whoops. That's my expansive move, playing to target 1, looking for liquidity on these areas here. Okay, so that'll be target 1. See how we do. Break down, go for these lows over here. Well, this over here, this box over here, and then liquidity resting over down there. That's the way that I'll be looking to play it for the expansive move. That's the confirmation. And right now, there's no harm being safe and sitting on your fucking ass. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? Like, sitting on your ass right now is probably the safest option to do, because we don't freaking know what's gonna happen. Tomorrow is this Robertson? No, not Robertson. Symposium shit? Was it Jackson Hole? Right. Tomorrow's the Jackson Hole Symposium, right? And we don't know what's going to be mentioned, how it's going to be affected. So we have to play it as it comes. Tomorrow is going to be 3 days, so it'll be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Those 3 days are going to affect crypto. We do have the end of the month coming up, and we know September it tends to be bearish. What could happen in September, right? For example, let's just say that we've gone all the way back up to here, and then let me just move this shit around, delete this. Right. So let's just say I'm giving you an example right here. So price decided to do all this move here for this is towards the end of August and September. September open over here, for example. We made the high of the month and stuff like that, and then we start playing it down on the downside, taking out liquidity. That's a very, very possible thing. September has been really shit for crypto across the market. We've seen it many times, and if this is new to you, just be patient, right? September tends to be hard, but we play the short, so we are leading towards the short section coming to September, okay? And also remember, we talked about Ghost Month, right? So for those who don't know what Ghost Month is, It is the Chinese holiday where they believe that the deceased will come and visit the living, and so just like the Mexicans have the what's the Mexican? I need to get that. I need to respect their culture. 1 second, let me try and find it out. Go to Google. Mexican. Uh, embassy. I went to Mexico. Mexican living, no, dead festival. Yeah, festival. What's it called again? Day of the Dead. Yeah, it's called the Day of the Dead. But what is the Mexican word? The Spanish. Dia de Muertos or Dia de los Muertos. Yeah, that's what. Dia de los Muertos. That's it. I hope I'm saying it right. But yeah, so they similar to them, the Chinese have that as well. And what happens is the Chinese don't like Chinese culture. They believe that they don't trade within the Ghost Month festival for them as well. So similar thing. So it's going to be a bit of a dead one for like in terms of trading, as we can see right now. Started on the 12th. The 12th was about here. 1 second. Give me 1 second. Yep. Oh, 1 second. Give me 1 second, brother. I'm coming. Yep. Hey, of course. What's up? Sorry about that, champs. Yeah, builders and stuff like that. So, renovating the house, changing my doors and shit like that. So, anyway, yeah. So, yeah, the 12th of August I was talking about was this candle here. Actually, that's wrong. I got it wrong. It was here. This is the 12th of August. This is the start of the Chinese festival. Took out the highs, right, and then set off, right. So, coming next year, right, when you guys are actually like trading as well, for example, pay attention to August around that month, the Ghost Festival, right? Have that into mind, and that'll be really really helpful for yourself to actually predict how to play the market. So, Ghost Festival, they tend not to play, and I've seen this numerous times. It does have a massive pullback, and we've seen it here now. Okay, hey, Pirates here as well. Shit, that's sick. What's going on? Bro, you went to India. Vegeta went to India, right? It's 24, 28 degrees and came back to Dubai. It's 38 to 45. Dude, I went to Dubai in it wasn't last year. The year before. I went to Dubai the year before, I believe. No, it was last year. I think something like that, right? And I went in August. Fucking hell, man. It's it's really bad. I can remember this. Yeah, so a demonic baby crying next door. What's going on? Who? Are your side? So Justin said, what if you open both trades and just set stops and invalidation points and let winners run? You could do that. You could do that, but if you have like, if let's just say if you're trading on the upside and it's 1R, right? So you're trading on the upside and I don't know. For me, you could do that. I don't tend to do that. Can you do that on the same exchange? I think you might have to open a different exchange as well and then do the same thing. But I look for the direction to play, because then if I have a bias, I know how to play an expansive move and keep playing it on the upside, for example, or even on the downside. So just let it do its thing, and I just have the entry and I can compound my position there. But yeah, I don't really do trade both sides of the market, like at the same time. So yeah, Davidson's on the short as well. Fair play, good man as well, taking profit as well. They're the dead, yeah. How can you learn? How can I learn TA more efficiently? TA, it takes practice, innit? But I'll do as my best to help you out, man, 100%. Brother, can you share what PC and monitor you have? Dude, I don't freaking know, man. I don't really know. I know it's a Samsung 27-inch I've got, and this monitor and the PC is all custom built really as well. It's got a bunch of stuff to it. In all honesty, um, in all fairness, I didn't buy the monitors. I didn't buy the thingy, the computer. Do you know who gave it to me as a gift? It was NJ. NJ gave it to me. Right, shout out to him as well. Big love to that. The brother actually thingy. I was showing him my phone. For those who don't know, I was showing him my phone for like 4 years straight. And NJ used to say to me, he's like, bro, you can't be doing this shit. And I was like, in my head, I was like, nah, I can do it, man. I was like, I can do it, you know, because I've got to go to work as a pharmacist, X, Y, and Z. And like, I'm not bringing a laptop, I'm not bringing an iPad, I'm not bringing that for it to be blatant for everyone else. I have my phone, I was doing on my phone. And then he got to like time upon time, like years after years. This is a bull run. And he was telling me to buy a computer, buy one, and whatnot. That he bought a massive upgrade, like a massive, huge upgrade, beautiful upgrade he did. That he gifted this to me. So literally, this is his setup. Right, I'm being honest with you. The PC and the sorry, the monitor and the PC. That's his. That's his app that he's gifted to me as well. So big love to that. But everything else, like the microphone and the keyboard and stuff, like he helped me out. But that was paid. But I bought that. So I'm not that much of a freaking stingy motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. So shout out to him, man. Big love to that guy. So yeah, but yeah, let's get cracking, man. Pirate, I think you need to go there and maybe like I don't know, help out with the baby, maybe feed the baby. I don't know. What can we do? What can we do to help you out? All right, so let's keep this all respectful, right? Let's not get too carried away. So we don't want to talk about witches and shit, man. I was thinking about, dude, I had this mad conversation with a brother of mine, right? About freaking what do you call it? Doctor Strange being like Illuminati and like he's the devil. The Doctor Strange is actually like Satan himself. It was mad. It was a crazy, weird conversation I had last night. But anyway, I don't want to talk about witches right now. Don't slap the baby. Is it cracking? Yeah, don't slap the baby. Come on, man. Let's not be evil like that. Freaking slapping babies and shit. Is it cracking? Is it crackling my speakers? The One second. Let me try and turn this off and put this back on. It might be a little tapping. Is it a tapping sound that you're hearing? Is that what it is? Are you guys hearing like a tapping sound? Like, dun, 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 like that kind of sound? I don't know. It doesn't suck. Is it? Still crackling, is it? What the fuck is going on? I know. Because I know what's going on right here. At the moment, I've got a freaking it cracks when. Oh Jesus, man. From the someone put thingy evil eyes on my freaking PC, man. That's what it is. Yeah, I switched it off and put it back on. Still causing problems. Bro, come on, man. Don't murk me like that. Sounds like static. Jesus Christ, what's going on here? Fucking hell. Okay, I'm gonna run this through the microphone over here. How about this? Does this help? Is this better? Because what I've done now is I've changed the It's not that bad, is it? Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm putting the microphone through the what do you call it, for the camera. Better, yeah. It's worse. Alright, I think it's just you. Better and louder, yeah? Yes, you switched to the bathroom. Just echoes a bit. Fuck me, what's going on, fam? Alright, so look, I'm quite... Sorry about that. I didn't mean to blow your ears out like that. Morning, Cruz. What's going on, brother? Blasted the echo. Sorry about. But is this better for you or the previous one? What are you guys saying? Tell me now before we get cracking on. Yeah, it doesn't sound, yeah, because it's for the microphone on the fucking camera. It's all good, yeah? It's just a lot of echo. Happy with static sounds. Give us a vote, static or echo? It's better. Fucking hell. Little louder. I'll bring it down a little bit. Is that better? Okay, everyone's saying echo then by the sound. No echo for me. Tonan's not getting an echo, hella echo. Both terrible. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to leave this here for now. If you guys have a problem, let me know. We'll just switch it back, yeah? Bring it up a little bit, okay? How about now? Is that better? Cool. I'm going to keep on doing this now, and I want to keep it on the chat. Alright, let's go. Let's get cracking. You're going to hear a banging sound because they're knocking down taking off the frame of the door. So I'm getting that all replaced as well. Alright, 15 minutes, let's go. So, as you can see, turn the audio slightly higher. Alright, cool. Is that better now? Okay, cool. So hopefully this is a lot better for you guys, and I'll try to figure out what's going on, because it was working fine yesterday. I ain't done shit to it. But anyway, looking at the chart itself on Monday's range, we got Monday's range here. Nothing's really changed, right? High to low, and we're just playing around. We're holding the mid range. It's all good, right? Not a problem. But this thin move over here, right? I'm not too far. Sorry, you're gonna hear a bit of banging sound. It's just that I've got workers going on at the moment. But this thin move, I would have preferred it if we come back down, fill out all this move there, right? And then hold above it, reclaim the mid range. And then I'm like, okay, that's a long for me, right? Put a stop loss here, entry over here, working our way level to level. There's another thing that's kind of bothering me at the same time, right? Which is why I haven't really gone for mad trades. So, do you remember we talked about, yeah, crypto cruises. Maybe you guys need to actually turn it off, like close the YouTube and put it back on. Try that. I don't know. Maybe that will help. So yeah, so we're looking at the chart itself. So this is the range high on when it comes to the weekly range. That's the 75% range, and this is range low. Okay, so we've tested it once. It's all good. It's holding it so far. Happy days. Not a big deal there. But now we're still stuck in this range. How do we play this range? Let's focus on this range, and we'll see what happens. Let me try it. Yeah, good point. Plug this. One of these mad thick cables, you know what I'm saying? Tyler Hero's a tune, 100% fam. That's a fucking tune and a half, man, by bloody, what's that geezer's name? Jack Harlow. Try this again. Settings. I think there is a static. It's picking up something. What is it picking up? I'm gonna have to talk like this, right? Is that better for you guys? I'm gonna just speak a bit closer to the mic. Fucking hell. Yeah, is the static back, is it? All good? Alright, I'm gonna talk closer to the mic like a freaking, like, kind of kiss this mic or some shit like that. I don't know. Let's bring this over here. It's all good now. Cool. For me, it's all good. And my battery goes. What a freaking start to the show. What a freaking start. Oh, there's still battery here. Try again. Sorry guys, just give me 1 second there. I hate cock-ups like this. That's better. Alright, cool. Everyone happy? Okay, let's carry on. Alright, so looking at this range, right? We're gonna talk about this range now itself. How do we play this now? Okay, so I'm gonna just draw these lines up, right? And then from there, we're just gonna talk about it. A second there. Start playing this out properly now. If I move myself, right, this here. I just move myself up over here. That's better. Then we can start talking about what's going on over here. So we got Monday's high and Monday's low, right? We can play the range bound. Okay, I'm going to just turn off everything and we're just going to focus strictly on Monday's range. I would say smash up the likes in it, but we had freaking problems with the freaking audios and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Now, if I bring this back up so I can see the chat. Restaurant, just like last week, restaurant gas stove broke down middle. Oh, fucking hell, David. How did that go? Got it all sorted out in the end. Like electrified. Top right corner. Got you. Cool. That's fine with me. Awesome. So now let's talk about the range bound environment. How do we play this? Well, we're holding this level here. All right. So where did it bounce off? It literally bounced off this area. Let's have a look. So you see this high over here? That's what it's bounced off. Okay. It's holding support off that. Let me change the fucking color. It's holding off this. Okay. Now, as long as this holds, right, we should be targeting up on the upside. But then the thing is, we've come into this area here and we're now actually, because things are getting tighter and tighter and tighter. They're starting to coil up, right? You see this area of consolidation over here? Fucking cameraman. Sorry, guys. Fuck. This is annoying. This is now. I've never had this much problem on a stream like this until today. Cool. Sorry about that. I don't know what the fuck's going on. My whole thing is freezing on me. Jesus Christ, what's going on? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell. Sorry, lads and ladies. Really, really sorry about that. We should be good now. Yeah, if it freezes up on me, fuck it, I'm gonna leave it as is. Anyway, let's get back to work now. So now that it's this now, okay? So we've got a range. So price is getting tighter and tighter, right? So you see this area consolidation, prices come back into it, right, and start rejecting off it now. It's gonna come into this area here, the mid range, right? So then we know it's coming to the mid range. Can I take a trade here now? It's too late. This would have been the entry at around 6 o'clock at the UK time. So I'm gonna have to wait and see what happens. Now let's do some plans of how we're going to play this with different scenarios, right? It's going to be a little bit messy, right? But like I said, because we've got this whole Jackson whole thing coming up, we want to play it level to level and whatnot. We know the plan for the breakout on the upside and we know the plan on the breakout on the downside, okay? So that's not a big deal, but we need to focus on this area here. So between this, the high to the mid, that's what we got to focus. And when we lose the mid, then it's the mid to the low. That's what we got to focus on, all right? So if we're playing level to level, a level to level game, let it do its thing. So what I'll be looking for is this now. So this area here, Well, now it's an area consolidation, which I expect the price to come back and tag into this area, taking out these liquidity over here. So let it do its thing. If it comes into this area, bounces off this and holds the mid-range, this to me is an entry, playing it back up to 25% of the range, 75% of the range, back into this area of consolidation, and we'll see how we go. That's level target 1, target 2. Short and simple, nothing too crazy. And we keep playing it back down all the way to, and if it comes back to this area and if it comes back to this area and does a deviation, let it do its deviation. Once it breaks down below this block over here, then we play it back to 75% and then back to range low. That's the play that we're going to play on a range band, a very tight range band environment that we're going to go up and down, all right? Nothing too complicated, nothing too crazy, okay? Now, if price decides to do and says, you know what, comes into this area here, but decides to lose this block here and start breaking down. So if we start deleting all this stuff, right? So if it starts doing this, right, comes into this area, loses this area, retest the mid-range, breaks down, that'll be an entry for me to go to 25% of the range, filling out all this this movement over here, looking to take out liquidity at Monday's low. Monday's low, there are liquidity resting quite heavily. Why? Because if you look at it, it's what you call it? It's there's stops between here and the stops over here. It's what we call it a double bottom. Double bottom tends to have a lot of liquidity there, and price would tend to always take out these double bottoms. We've seen these double bottoms taken out before many times. There's nothing different. The same as double tops as well. So I'm still leaning towards bearishness in terms of Bitcoin, but we play it level to level. That's really as simple as it is. Once it comes into this area, and if it holds above it, right, holds into the mid-range, right, it shows bullishness, then I go 25% of the range, back into this block, that target 1, that'll be target 2, and see if we can see what happens over here. If you start breaking down, then we play it back down over here. That's all it is. It's literally flipping the biases, but holding the idea of playing it between Monday's high to Monday's mid to Monday's low. Nothing too fancy. Don't try and start doing low to high, high to low, low to high. This is the one moment right now, right? Because of the tomorrow, what's going to happen. We don't even know what's going to happen. Because of that, we need to play a lot more safer and keep it in short burst movements. If you don't feel comfortable taking a trade right now, I said don't take the trade right now. It can get really messy. Tomorrow, we don't know what's going to happen. By tomorrow, when we jump on the stream, we'll see what the deal is, okay? Is the witch effect sending you some grief? Does the time zone matter? PA is still the same. The time zone is still the same. I mean, sorry, time zone doesn't really matter. PA is always going to be the same. I like to use the UK time zone. The reason being is we're right smack in the middle, right, of Asia and New York. That's the perfect thing as well. So you get to see the Asian volatility, and you get to see the New York volatility. So we play in between, and then if right now price is consolidating, nothing's happening in terms of the price. So we literally just play as it comes. So even if you're in Australia, right, your PA will still be the same if you look at it, right? Your PA from your chart using the Australian time will be the same, because this is how price has been reacting across the whole market throughout the whole 24 hours. But your Monday's high and Monday's low will be slightly different in terms of time zone. So for me, it's the UK. So if you go on the UK time zone, like a UTC +1, then you will get these ranges exactly how I've got it there. Okay, does that make sense? Why is it only Monday's range important? Well, if you look here, right, why is Monday's range important? Can anyone answer that and help? I think Omer. I just want to see if someone's actually understood the concept of Monday's range as well. It'll be quite helpful as well for each and one of you guys if someone can actually answer him. Why would we play Monday's range? Like right now, looking at this chart right now, why are we focusing on Monday's range? Do you lay your entry when opening a position 50-50 first, or just buy all at once? Okay, so if I come over here, let's say price, I'm looking to actually, price comes back down and holds above it here, and I enter. Let's say I enter around here. It doesn't really matter if I enter here. I enter a full position with my stop loss over here, because I'm actually expecting price to go up higher, right? So I got conviction on my trade, believing that the mid range is holding it, is doing its job. The mid range is always going to be choppy. We know that, right? We've seen it many times. Mid range tends to fuck about all the freaking time. It doesn't change anything as well. So you could enter half a position here and then half a position afterwards, but then it becomes tricky to play, because you can look. It comes down to a lot of it. It comes down to through experience as well, and you've been doing it over and over again. And number two is that when you have conviction in your trade, you know, okay, you believe this is worth a trade. This is worth 1R of your capital. Whether 1R is $100, $10, $1,000 doesn't really matter. But when you believe that 1R is correct, you will play the trade as it goes along, and you look to monitor it and see how it goes. Because at any moment, if you start breaking down like this, for example, from the 25% range, that's not good, right? Because look, what do I mean by that? Well, look at this, for example. Price got to the mid-range, and at the mid-range, if you have entered, like let's say that you've entered, so you see this here, right? So price did its thing, got above here, and you've entered over here, for example, and then you're expecting to go all the way to the mid-range. The fact that the price has actually start rejecting off this block over here, of this area here, of this consolidation, and start breaking down, right? You know, start breaking down on the 15. Well, you'll notice it on the 5 minutes. Let's have a look. Let me draw this out. Yeah. So you can see price got into this area here, right? Let me zoom into this for you. Fuck off. 3 minutes. Okay. And let's just. You see how. Delete this. Let me delete everything up. So, see how price come to this area here and start rejecting of it. The moment it wicks into it, right? It wicks it once, pulls back. Wicks it twice, then it sells off right there. It comes back down. So you see this. This is like an SR in its own way, in its own position, right from across here. That's an SR there. So price comes down. It's holding this SR. I mean, whether you cut it here or cut it there or cut it here, it's not a problem, right? But the moment we lose the SR, come back and retest that and start selling off. This here is you come. Make this wider. I'll make it bigger. Make it bigger. So this is on the 3 minutes, okay? So you got the consolidation over here, okay? And you got the SR, which fits into, wait, let's say, from here, okay? So price comes into it, wicks off it, comes back down with support, comes up, comes down, and loses this area. The moment we come back and retest this, and it's a deviation above there, as you can see, it's a deviation. But the moment it comes back down, start selling off, this was your key to start cutting the trade on the longs. So if you entered over here, for example, right, from here itself, you cut the trade completely around here. That's your final sell off. Because what happened is after that is that when price come back down, retest, it sells off, comes back another retest and sells off even harder. So we're making bearish market structure on the 3 minutes right there. So that's your key to start selling off there, right? So we're playing this short burst there. The plans for BTC is there, is literally playing it on that Monday's range. Now, let's have a look what someone said. So let's go back to you. Piotr says when you say it will hold above or below, what do you actually look at? Wait for several green candles, wait for a price to come across a certain level? No. So look, for example, right? So this is on the 3 minutes, okay? On the 3 minutes, when I say a price got to hold up below. So we literally drew this, right? If you just drew this as an SR, right? So you got, this is the low right here, comes up, comes as a deviation, sells off, deviation, sells off. Does that hold, right? Because if it were to hold, right, we want it to hold, right, which is what it was doing in this area here. But to give us further confirmation to enter the trade, if it takes out the high up here and holds above it, that's showing us bullish market structure. But the fact we start breaking down on a smaller time frame is showing us bearish market structure. Look, the market structure goes from high to a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Well, here we're curving out and we see what happens over here, okay? Compared to this one, so compared to here. Because here, we took out the lows over there, and we took out these highs over here, which is all good. It's like grind. You see this grind that we got? We got a little bit of a grind coming up. So we have this grind up there, but it doesn't continue grinding. Instead, it decides to fail off and start breaking down. Why? Because of this block over here. This block here of this air. Do you remember, like, where was it? This area here, right, is the area that we're looking for. The previous consolidation, right, over here, sell the market back down. And all we've done, we've come and retest this market, and we're selling back down, right? So this is bearish. I think we're gonna have one more retest there before we have another sell off there. So be very, very careful. See how it is at this range over here. Who the fuck is speeding outside my fucking house, man? It's a fucking thingy, man. It's like, it's sorry, I get pissed off. It's a very quiet area here. You got some like a proper nonce coming out there, like a dickhead, man. I swear to God, I'm gonna get out the spike. The spike is fucking tires, man. We'll see what I go on then. It's a bit annoying now. I get it that you're young and you want to have fun, whatever, yeah, but just don't be a prick about it. Maybe I'm getting too old. Maybe I'm getting too old. But anyway, so yeah, so this was already a key factor. We will discuss this more in the group as well. How we can actually use this area here to use this for a short, and that would have been all right there. Okay, does that help there? And Monday's range, the reason why we're using Monday's range, so financial solutions at the beginning of the week, it's a range between Monday's high and the mid range, and I think price is trapped in Monday's range. Yep, correct. It gives the starting range of the whole week. Yep, so you guys are all getting it, which is really, really good as well, that you're understanding Monday's range. So in this instance, right, let me explain it on my side here. Right, so you see how price, right, brother, right, you see how price is stuck in Monday's range here. This is Monday's range, this is the high, and that's the low. Okay, we haven't broken out of it, we're stuck in this. It's a range bound environment. So if price is in a range bound environment of Monday's range itself, we play Monday's range. I mean, you can start, you can start looking at, hey, look at that, that's a trend line there, broken trend line, bearish. Yeah, I think we go lower, in my opinion. I think we go lower. I am bearish from yesterday. I was telling you. Do you remember when I was talking about the block itself? I was saying you're invalidation. Do you remember this? If you guys don't remember it, go back to it yesterday. I talked about yesterday. You're invalid on the 15 minutes. This is what I literally said to you guys, okay? I said, if you want to take a short, this consolidation would be, I think it's legitimate to have a stop loss above this area consolidation over here, which is fine, but I would have been stopped off, right? Stopped out, and I said invalidation is here. That's the difference between invalidation and stop loss. The invalidation means if I had taken a short right now, that means I would have been in profit from yesterday, because we were talking about this at freaking around this area here, and right now we're below it. It's all fine, perfectly fine. So the invalidation is at this. What does invalidation mean? It means that if we take out these highs, it's most likely going to flip bias, and we have to start looking for longs. But a stop loss right over here means that the trade ID is still correct on the same direction I was looking for. So if I got stopped out, I can look for a tighter entry. Then I can start bringing like my stop loss over here. Right? Does that make sense? So the invalidation is still correct, and the idea for a short, which David is in right now, is still correct in my view. Looking at it, playing at a range bound environment, because look, if you look at the principal ranges, right, it's pretty simple: low to high, high to low, low to high, high to what? Low. Obviously, we take profits at mid-range. We always take profits at mid-range, and we play it as we go on. Okay? So Dags is in it. David's in it. What about the chart you posted on Twitter last night? I will talk about that in just a moment. So don't worry. I haven't forgot about all this shit. Trust me, I got you guys, man. I do need to take a piss. Sorry. I just need to take a piss. I've been holding this for quite a while. I just kind of need a piss. 1 second. I'll be back in a moment. Right, let me make a note. But does that help? Does that explanation help to everyone? Does everyone understand that? If you guys are not understanding anything, please, please, please do talk about it. Do ask me questions. Do I need Yeah, bro. I need you to hold. Yeah. But yeah, so like, if you have any questions, please do tell me. Please do ask as well, because the only way you guys will learn, the only way that you guys will understand things is that if you ask me questions. I will never get pissed off by any question, whether it's even if it to you it might be stupid or silly or you're scared. Don't be freaking scared, bruv. Like, you know what? Fuck the camera. Fuck the camera today. Camera gonna fuck itself, man. Cool. Yeah. That's better. Hopefully it should be a lot better. Where's the stream there? Bring this up here. Okay, cool. So yeah, like I said to you guys, please, please, please do ask me your questions. No matter how small or big or whatever it is, I will do my best to help you out, because look, it's a community thing. The reason I'm here, I'm right here. It's not to get views. I don't really give a shit about that. I'm here to actually help you guys to see things in a better light. So and make a better understanding for you guys. Because I've been in the same position as you guys 100%. So please just shout out for that. Okay, cool. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go for a quick piss. Let's go to this question. Let's go to Spain. Do you want to go to Spain? Let's go. Where at? I heard Valencia's nice. Barcelona's quite good. Madrid, I've never been there. Pirate want to go to Spain with me? Let's go. I'm down for that. Yeah, you tell me in time and place, man. I'll be there. Marbella. I've never been to Marbella. Let me go for a piss. Be right back. I'm back, man. What's up? What's what everyone's saying now? Bruv, Pirate, man, I was pissing a freaking ocean there. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Mad that was. So Mike's saying, I believe shorts are the safe way right now, but worried about the quick little bounces that everyone is talking about. Yeah, it's a very tricky thing right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. It is really, really tricky to play the shorts, play the longs as well. Only because, well, end of month from the Jackson Hole Symposium, it's probably better. The safest option right now is to sit back and let things do, or play the small ranges that we've got right here. Like, for example, to play between these ranges here, from there, or just wait for the breakout. Whichever side it is, just play that. That's the best thing to do in my opinion as well. But if you want to watch and learn this range as well, just pay attention to it as well. So it is a very tricky situation in all honesty. There's a lot of people talking about like longs and stuff like that. I'm not on. I can see the reasoning for the longs, but because I'm a short-term trader, I'm only going to be focusing on one step at a time, right? And as once we break up or break down, then we play what it is. Okay. What exchange do y'all use? I use which one? Delta Exchange. My link is below if you want to actually use it. The affiliate link is right below it there. Okay. So what's going on now? Let's see. Oh, that car guy. Nah, he's pissing me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Because he's doing this because you know where my road is, right? It's like a circle, right? It's not like a cul-de-sac or whatever. It's like a weird big circle kind of thing, right? Like a rectangle circle. And he's just speeding on here. He ain't got a good car, man. Like if he's got like a freaking like a really nice car with a nice engine, fair enough. Do what you gotta do. But there's kids that actually crosses the road here, so I'm an old man basically. That's what it is. Nah, I ain't having a dump, man. I'm just having a piss, bro. KuCoin and Binance in one use and buy a bit. You guys are mad. Bro, Crypto Mafia got told, fam. Crypto Mafia got told, my G. Alright, so Ethereum now. Time to talk about Ethereum. Ethereum being different, okay? Ethereum is a very different vibe. What's so different about Ethereum? Well, if you look at this, right? We talked about the view. The view hasn't changed, right? The view has not changed whatsoever, right? If you look at the view quickly, it's still, right? This is the range bound environment that we've got here. This low. Is that right? That's not fucking right. What did I do that for? Oh yeah, this is July. This is last month's range, okay? The one in blue is last month's range, right? So we've come from the low, right? Gone to the high, and now we pull back, and now we've gone up, and it's a deviation of July's range, right? Clearly, as we can see, I'm just gonna hide everything else and just talk about each one step at a time, okay? Let's draw this out. Alright, so if you look at over here, right, that's the high, and that's the low, and that's the mid-range, right, 25% of the range, and 75% of the range. Just roughly do it, just so we can just talk about it briefly, okay? So as you can see, that is July's range. July is low, July is high, and as you can see, all we've done so far is deviated July's range. That's all it is because we step back in the range. You gotta ask yourself, when we come back in the range, the fuck you doing back in the range, right? It's the same situation there. Do we have a pullback come into this area here and then sell off? This is, I think, and this is what everyone is looking for BT on crypto Twitter. I believe that's what everyone's looking for. They're looking for something like this. So you see this area here, come back to this SR line and look to short the market back down once we step back in, and that's a very clear indication for confirmation to short the market back to 25%, 75% of the range. That'd be target 1, and that'd be mid-range. From mid-range, see how we hold. We start losing this level, 25%, and then range low. That's the way that everyone's looking for. But the question is, can it do that? It can. Will it do that? We don't fucking know. Can it not do that? It can definitely not do that at all. Instead, what could happen entirely is if the market wants to, depending on what happens tomorrow, which is very key, is that price can come back down and start losing this area here, losing Monday's low, right? Lose Monday's low, break down from Monday's low, and then mid-range to 25, and then to range low, right? Taking that liquidity from last month, because we've already taken that liquidity of last month's high. Okay, that's very, very possible. So would I actually play the long game right now going up to here? Well, no, I wouldn't do that. Why? Because let's break this down now. Now we can start narrowing it down into smaller sections, and it will make a little bit more sense. If I delete everything else, Is everyone with me? Is everyone following me what I'm saying about Ethereum before I actually move on? Yep. Guruna saying yep. Uzair saying yep. Okay, everyone's understanding that, so I'm really happy to hear that. Vance Doshi, bless. Justin, yeah, awesome. Okay, so you guys are following it before. 'Cause I don't want to be talking and it's like I'm talking shit. If I'm talking shit, then like I need you guys to say, yo, dang, you're talking shit in it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, looking at this right now, this is where we get a little bit more interesting now. Okay, so we start looking at this. So as you can see, right, Monday's range has been quite interesting. Monday's range has held the high. Well, you know what? Let's make this a bit more bigger. There we go. That's much better, right? So this is Monday's high, and this is Monday's mid. This is low, and then we draw the 25 and the 75% of the range. Can you see how perfect these ranges work? They're just so pretty, if you ask me. I think they're pretty awesome. Like it's been really, really helpful for me for my years of trading as well. So just to break things down, and that's why, like, you know, people like doesn't like playing on the ranges. I do enjoy it, man. It just it's fun. It's fun. Once you play the game, it's fun. Okay. Now this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's just focus on this price action, right? And let's just break down the thesis of the idea of can it go higher or can it go lower. Okay. And then I'll tell you what my thesis is. And if you guys have a difference of opinion, please do tell me. And I'm more than happy to understand, you know, listen to what you guys are saying. So we got the low, right? We got the high, right? This is Monday's high, and we've taken out liquidity on Monday's high. In fact, we've gone up as a deviation, pulled back down to mid range, and held above it. We've gone up, and this to me looks like a bit of a, well, not that bit here. This to me is a deviation, right? Because what happened is we've gone up, we've come into the range high, and we lost it, and we pulled back down. And then now we're just above the mid range, right? We're consolidating above the mid range, and now this is getting a bit more tricky time. Okay, so one thing that can happen, right, very ideally, if I was shorting, if I was looking to short the market, right, because BTC looks like a short to me, Ethereum is pushing up a little bit higher. If this was going to be a short, what I would like to see is this. Okay, so now you see this area of consolidation up here, this little bit there, that is what I would like to see to come back and fill out all this fin movement there, pop back up, come back down, break down, right? This to me would then be a short with a stop loss, a hard stop there. That's invalidation there. You can keep a stop loss there if you want to, but you're wrong over here, because if we take out this high, what happens is we're looking to hold and go up higher. Okay, so stop loss up there, right? Like I said, playing it back down to Monday's high, and then from Monday's high, I'll be looking to break it back down. That'll be target 1, target 2 at 25%, taking out liquidity over here. Probably take some profit off here first, and then working our way back to the mid-range. Why the mid-range? You see this fin move over here? That is good. I would like to see that filled, because we had fin move over here and it got filled over here, and we have another fin move over here and it got filled in this section over here. So now all we have is another fin move over here. So why can't it be filled, right? So fill this move out, and that'll be the next set of targets. Then from there we'll see how it happens. If it holds above it, I'll cut the rest of the trade. But if we decide to lose the Monday's mid and break down, and then we know what's going on. Liquidity over here, here, and Monday's low. And that'll be the next set of targets, playing it back to Monday's low. And that's pretty much it. That's the shorting scenario on Twitter, on Ethereum, looking for a pullback coming into this area here. Does that make it nice and simple for you guys? Because I wouldn't be looking to long just yet. Do you ever look at CME? No, I don't actually. I don't really look at CME. I know the CME, you know, is helpful for gaps and shit like that. But to be honest, right, if you're at a technical analysis, right, and you're looking at the chart, like any chart can be quite simple, right? CME helps people to look at gaps, but what the problem with CME gaps, right, that people use is that they get very fixated on the idea of these gaps. And like, yeah, price has got to fill out. Like, you know, we got a gap at 3K, we got a gap at 12K, and all that stuff like that, or 9K or something like that. People are so fixated about filling those gaps. But fam, how long you been waiting for these gaps to be filled? You know, like you're there, like fucking scratching your butthole, you know, waiting for these gaps to be filled, and I'm here playing this movement over here, non-stop, left, right, and center, and just rinse and repeat. Yeah, clear to everyone. Glad to hear that. Now, the bullishness for me, like I said to you, right, is literally this, right? Let me just delete all this. The bullishness for me is if we break above, hold this high here, that to me It's my confirmation to go a lot more higher. That's the bullishness play there. Until we do this, that I can't really step in. I can't step in just yet. I mean, you can, but I'd say the stop loss would have to be over here. Your stop loss has to be here. But the risk of reward, it's so risky because here I'm expecting a movement coming back down. I'm expecting movement to come back down because this is the last consolidation, send the market back down. Because look, if we were supposed to be bullish, right? Because look, just strictly on market structure. Let's break this down on market structure wise. Okay, we got a low, we got a higher high, we got a higher low, we got a higher high, we got a higher low, we got a higher high. Right? Cool, all good. And this is a higher low, right? We should be making a higher high. But why the fuck are we hanging around here? I'm sorry to actually swear and whatnot, but why are we hanging around there? We should be having much more of a push up than there. We shouldn't be having a little bit of come back down and say, hey, let me tease someone's asshole and shit like that, and then see you, let's go up higher. No, 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 no. Right? Because we're finding resistance. We're finding resistance of where? Right? You see this high here? This is a mean. Mean is in what? This high here has been choppy. Choppy over here, choppy over here, and choppy over here. Is no clear direction. Would I take a long? No fucking way. Would I take a short? Not entirely yet until we get below here. Then I say that's the confirmation, playing it back down to mid-range. I'll take a short once I'll take a short once we come into this area and break down. That's when I'll be definitely taking a short with a stop loss over here, and I'll be doing it mid-range, well, range high, mid-range, and range low. Until then, we freaking gotta fucking just play it how it is. Does that make sense? Because look, you want to draw trend lines, you want to draw whatever you want to do. I don't know what you guys want to do, right? It's entirely up to you, right? But if you want to draw a trend line, let's draw a trend line. Let's make everyone happy with a trend line, okay? Does everyone see this trend line? How many touches do we gotta do? 1, 2, 3. Fucking let's do the fourth one. Let's break it down. End the story. Let's send this back down to smithereens, man. I got buys up from $400 down to 350, 330. I want those buys to be hit, right? And that's ready for my next bull run. Is it cracking again? Fuck off, man. Not you guys. I'm not saying to you guys the thing. I'm not swearing at you guys, but it's just the microphone's pissing me off a little bit here. I don't know what is going on. How about now? Is the mic better? I just changed something there. A pirate's going. Ah, look after yourself. See you soon, right? It's better now, yeah? Fixed. Okay, that's what it was. I think someone played with the knobs and shit like that. See you later. But pirate's getting mad love though. I love that. But as long as you don't speak. What a sick geezer. But when I'm speaking, is it happening right now? Okay, so everyone's saying it's a lot better. Okay, I think I fixed it. It's probably my fault from yesterday. I was cleaning my desk a little bit because it was a bit dusty a bit. I like to clean it on a. It's not better. It's stopped now. Okay, yeah. No, it's a lot better. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. Happens when I speak. What the fuck? That's stupid. That is this crackling sound. I wanted to hear this then. Well, we're coming to an end anyway, so we'll have to figure out what's happening next. It's a little. Damn, boy. Let me move this. Let me move this over here. How about when I do this now? Let me try and listen to myself. Give me 1 second now. I'll try and listen to myself. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it from there on the freaking on my phone. Oh, that sucks, man. I don't know what this is, like a static. I don't know what's going on. Where the static's coming from. Bro, I love hanging out with you guys, but what I don't like is when static's happening is actually bothering you guys. You seen liquidity potential, the downside of ETH. Bro, the liquidity potential is fucking crazy if you ask me. Right? Oh yeah. So I was saying like, look, even if you want to trade this trend line here, by all means, you can trade this trend line. I don't really mind. Whichever makes you happier, whichever makes it easy for you, right? Let it do its thing, whatever it wants to do. Come back up there, play it back down, right? Once you start breaking down, you know this is your. Once we, especially when we retest this, this is your play to play it back down lower. Okay. Dix is pushing hard. Yeah, I think Dix is bullish. Dix is freaking bullish as hell. Okay, so that's Ethereum, right? It's normally a wire. What has changed in the freaking computer? Nothing's changed from yesterday. Yeah, anti-static cloth. Okay, that could be the problem. Okay, I'm going to wipe it down again. Right, so dollar's pushing up. I think dollar's bullish. I mean, I've been watching dollar, right, in terms of this, right? So you see here, this area here, it's an SR, right? I want to see how we react here, right? Come back up, right? So if we break down, right, then that means it's all just like it's if dollar start breaking down, happy days. I think like ES and crypto is gonna have a bit of a push, which is all good. But at the same time, right, dollar's freaking bullish, really freaking bullish. Interested about this area, this double top, okay? Because you see this double top here. Let's look on the 4 hours, right? So I've got this. If it was to be bearish, this is how I'll be looking to play. So you see this, right? What? Yeah, this is bullish. It's already bullish. I can see this is being bullish. We're going to take out these highs over here. And then once it holds above it, off we go. The next set, 113, 119, 120. I think dollar can keep pushing up. It's really bad in my opinion. I think the rest of the currency market, the forex market is going to collapse quite badly. This is the worst I've ever seen the market being. Right, so yeah, dollar's pushing up in my opinion. I think we push up and go a lot higher. If I bring in my lines and stuff, let's have a look. Yeah, we'll reclaim that. That's a reclaim. That's a reclaim of the range. What range? I'll show you. So you see this, right? This is a range bound environment. Does everyone agree, right? It's distribution, right? Distribution. Why? Because we take out the highs over here, come back down, we fail to take out this high over there and sells off, okay? So that's the distribution area there. But this high here to this low here was a range bound environment, as you can everyone can see, right? Deviation of the mid range, come back up to range high, come back down, lose range low. And once we lose the main range low itself, right, we come back, find resistance, and then sells off, and then to the prices we actually saw over the last couple of years, okay? And then that's one thing. So now this range 108.073. If you look in the future where we are right now, right? I mean, it's just a weekly there. If we're doing on the daily, and you can start seeing it. Can you see that? So we come into it first time. Of course, we're gonna have a reaction of the sell-off because this is higher time frame range low. Okay. Then now we come back into it. Yesterday we touched it, kissed it, and now we're looking to hold above it. Take out Monday's high and hold above it. Then we're going to this area here. So and then to 111.3. That's what I'm looking for. From there, I think what we'll do is actually push up to 113.5. That's the mid range of that range we're talking about. So that's really freaking bullish on dollar, which is bad for the indices. So I think indices loses. In my opinion, I think we'll go back to range low. We lost this. To me right now, in all honesty, let me delete this shit. This is the monthly open for fucking July. We don't need July no more. That was August. August is here, right? This candle. And look where we are. We're retesting the monthly open. This is where we're retesting right now. And that's not looking good. This is the 1st of August. It's the high. And that's the monthly open. And we've lost it. Well, we're looking to lose it there. So in my opinion, ES is down. In my opinion, yes, we do have a void over here. We do have a gap over here. But it doesn't need to fill it up right now. I think if we start finding resistance, we break down, sell off. And that's one thing. Second thing is also with ES. If I were to draw a trend line, let's have a look. I know a lot of people like trend lines and shit like that, right? I mean the trend line right here, for example. Let's say this. Yeah, let's say it's this. Okay. Come back down over here, bounce up, maybe come into this area here, pull up, and then once we start losing this area here, that's it. Off we go. That's it. This will be your trigger because we tested the trend line on the downside and it's rejecting off it. But your confirmation will be like this. Playing it back down to range low into this consolidation over here. So you see this consolidation over there, and then that'll be target 1 and that'll be target 2. So the ES to me is bearish. I think we're gonna go a lot more lower. Dollar's bullish. It's yeah, it doesn't look too great in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So the market is looking shit. It is looking shit. You do a TA and BTC. I already did the TA and BTC. Manu. I've done that already. That was the beginning of the show. So you can rewind it back and check it out. I did the we talked about the range band environment as well. Yeah, that's right. Atom's an interesting chart if you get a chance. Short. Let's look at Atom. Let's look at Atom. Okay, so I have tried it before. Let's have a look. 2020. So we've come to 2020 high. The range low, range high, all time high. Get that. Get this. Right, so this one. That was the previous range we've come into. I mean, could we bounce off that? Let's see this. Because that was so basically you can see previously what happened was is this price range band in this area here did a deviation, bounced off 2020 high, reclaimed the range low, went to range high, and then went up higher. Okay, and then it's come back, held, and then we lost it. Okay, so to me already we can actually get like on a daily, right? If I were to look at a daily on a weekly basis, right? This. If I were to look on a weekly basis, I mean it's possible we can come to range low and start losing this area here, but let's have a look. I've got something else I want to see. Like, let me delete all this. There's a few things I want to delete. All right, I want a fresh looking chart here. Okay, so we've got fuck off. SC, EXO, and Kappa all Kalong for the coat for the pump. Manifesting the pump hard. Well, yeah, well that's the thing is SC can have his opinion on long in it, and I'm not gonna argue with him. He's an absolute fucking legend in it. I could be freaking wrong here, but if from my perspective, looking at breaking this down in front of you guys, it does look like well we can't really look for I wouldn't be looking for longs just yet. That's the thing is I would be a little bit more safer considering that we're end of the month. That's number one. We are I think it got the whole meeting tomorrow, which could be the pump, which could cause the pump tomorrow. Very very possible. But I want to be a little bit more safer about this because it's a risky fucking move. But SC is a fucking legend, right? So if like even if he gets stopped out, right, and he will play the move till it's right, and he might be seeing something that I'm not seeing, and like I can understand what he's seeing. To be honest, and in all honesty, I do understand what he's seeing, but it's just for my own personal trading wise, my ability to trade, well, to actually to teach you guys, I want to break it down before we get to those advanced steps as well, like and predicting a bigger move before it's happened. We'll get to that in a moment, okay? In when the time comes. But for now, we'll look at it because we're talking about range bound environments, end of month, the Jackson Hole. There's a lot of things going on. So I rather you play the short term move than rather look for a bigger expansive move, whether you're short or long. It doesn't really matter what you guys are seeing. SE seeing is the dollar coming down. I see dollar going up, in my opinion. I mean, the only way that I can start agreeing that is that dollar will go down, right? Right. I mean, this is where I can understand where SE is looking at, right? Let me just break this down. So if you look at the hourly, right? So you see this here, which I talked about. Let's go on the 2 hours. 2 hours is this, right? This is what I'm looking for, right? So you see this high over here. If we start breaking down and start losing this level, then yes, happy days. I will say it's a short. Until then, I can't say so because from the range bound environment here, that range low has came as support. We're talking about a range that happened donkeys of years ago, right? Like completely a long time ago, and it's holding. Look here, you see, hold support, come back down, deviation, goes back up, right? Then we sell off. We're gonna have some sort of reaction from range low, right? It's gonna happen, and which we talked about. Then what we have this high over here that's causing a bit of a problem. So now price has come back down. It's actually come back and retested it. Yes, ideally we say this is a short. I do agree with this, right? It's a short where stop loss have to be up here. Now, for me to start saying, yeah, we are going to go short, is that we need to start losing this level here. Then I can say, yeah, we're shorting this market back down. Okay? Until then, to me, it's a range bound environment from the low to the 25. So the range low to 25% of the range. And we're playing it level to level. In my opinion, I think we go up. So looking at this, right, I can see that he's short. I can see that he's short because we haven't taken out these highs over here, right? We've come back and it's just a retest. That's what it is. I can understand that bit, but I'm playing on the range itself from a bigger perspective itself. So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. Coming tomorrow, we'll have to see. Do we smash up and start holding above it and go up higher, or does it really break down? It's a very, very tricky move right now. It is really, 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 really a bit difficult. It's like, look, you have to remember as well. Someone like SE, the guy is he's born in the market. The guy he lives and breathes the market, right? I swear, he's like Bane, fam. Like that's what SE is. SE is motherfucking Bane, right? Like he was molded by the market. He was born from it. He was. Let me get the quote. Let me get the quote. This is SE actually. Let me delete this. That's it. This is SE. I think this is probably the hardest line of S. Like if SE says this is probably the hardest line because you think that the market is your ally. You're merely adopted the market. I was born in it and molded by it. I didn't see the lungs until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. Something like that. That's fucking SE there. I wouldn't mind like that. I can see SE talking about that. Like that's him. I think he's Bane, fam. The guy's a motherfucking Bane. Like Batman, I don't know who Batman is in it, but he's hard. It's fully hard. I got massive respect. I'm not gonna argue with the guy. He's probably seen something that a bit more harder than I am. Like but I can like I said, I understand why he's short. I can understand. We talked about it here. He's short because of this. Price has not taken out this high over here and hasn't come up and reclaimed it. Ideally, from a trading perspective, right? From a trading fundamental, it's a short right now. Right? It's a short with a stop loss over here. But because the fact that we come up to here and hold a support and the range I'm playing this range over here, I think we could do something like this, hold above it and do this. This is very, very possible. To me, ES is not looking good. Why? ES is actually looking below mid-range. We're below the monthly open, not looking good there, right? So if we start breaking down from this, then that means I was right. So I'm looking at that kind of perspective here, mixing a lot of things here. So it's a very, very tricky thing. Does that make sense there, guys? He's on a higher time frame, yeah. SC's on a higher time frame. SC's a legend. He's a fluid. He changes his bias every minute. Yeah, because he can move like a fucking snake, man. Not a snake. That's a really bad word. He can move like a freaking dragon, fam. The man's a dragon in this game, man. Like that's the ultimate being, if you ask me. That's the king of the being. He's a beast. He's a mad ass motherfucking beast. The guy can actually switch biases left and right and center before you even change your underwear, or you think that you need to actually go before you even do anything. He's switched on. He's switched on like a motherfucker. And that guy is a complete legend. I've got nothing but ultimate love for this geezer. So that's SC. SC is the motherfucking Don. And we can't argue with that, right? I think that quote for Bane is probably sick, though. I don't know what you guys are thinking. But it's not disrespecting him. I'm not just, like, please don't think that I'm disrespecting the guy. He's my mentor. He will always be my mentor. But the man is sick. So maybe he's seeing something that I'm not seeing it. But the way I'm seeing it, I'm playing it short term, and that's why I'm playing it short term, right? Until right, like we get up. Look, we're pushing up higher now, right? So I want to see how we react off this now. Right now, of this 2 hour, I want to see how we react off this area here. Can you see this? This is now we're gonna see. Do we start breaking down, and then that's it? Then yeah, we can start. We can short dollar, and then like ES will start pushing up and whatnot. But if we start reclaiming above there, it's not good. So I'm talking about short-term trades because we are at the end of the month. We are got the Jackson Hole Symposium tomorrow. We got September, which is bearish, which for Bitcoin. There's a lot of things, and I don't wanna start making losses here. I took a week off from trading because of the whole illness and whatever. So I want to play it short-term, small little blows. I simply don't wait under it. Bam bam, fucking geezer. Exactly. He's a bit early at times, but he gets it right mostly 100% CDMs. So which is why I'm looking at the range band so I can play the market like if the market is playing here, I will play up and down until he breaks out. I'll play this after that, or if he breaks down, I'll play this afterwards. But in the meantime, I'm focusing on the range we're playing in, and that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing right now. All right, nothing too complicated, keeping it really simple. Okay, here's a whole fam. If you look at traders, right, number one will always be SC, always be SC. I don't see anyone who touches him or come anywhere near his level. I don't see myself ever coming to his level. Maybe in the future, like in about 5 years down the line, maybe I'm saying maybe 5 years down the line I'll be at his level currently now, but to to be better than him or catch up to him, oh, fuck that man. You know what I'm saying? So mate, you think it's worth to join SC's class for someone trading since 1 year, or better, you think it could give big benefits? To be honest, right? It's down to you though. I can't really say like what's best to join SC's class or whatever. You can try it like if for a month and see how that goes. If it works for you, innit? So by all means, I can't really like say to you, yeah, do it because not everyone will actually like not everyone can actually because you have to remember, like with SC's class, right, it's not for beginners, it's for the intermediates. So if you don't have any understanding, right, you're gonna fall behind, kind of thing. Thank you so much for that, David. Appreciate that, man. XO comes close. XO is a different trader. XO is a macro scale kind of trader. So it's very different how you when you want to compare SC and then put rankings on. Because if you look at like SC is like when he comes to higher time frame, lower time frame scalps, he's king. He's mastered every single aspect there. I believe, in my opinion, XO has mastered the macro scales and the global macroeconomics, and I think he's phenomenally amazing. XO is one of the top mans. I would definitely say he's a number two in my opinion. I do believe XO is a number two. Um, but it's slightly different though because it depends on how you're looking at it as well. Because if you look at SC, he's happy to play day trades a lot, right? But if you look at XO, he's very comfortable playing the swing trades, and he plays the swing trades really hard, really hard. And XO's swing trades has been on point. You have to admit, you have to totally admit. Thank you so much, Vanessa Satoshi. Appreciate that. SC Nebraska Guna, yeah, Muro's good as well. These guys are all sick. They're all sick in their own way, 100%. I mean, from what Trader Dank, SC is a pure blood hunter. When he puts his mind to it, yeah, the guy's a fucking beast, man. Uh, SC's class is like I said, it's really thingy. It's very it's for intermediates, not for the beginners. For the beginners, like I'm like where I'm trying to fit in, it's trying to get the beginners, the intermediates, and the experts all into this classroom of the country club itself. But we'll see how it goes. We can have SC, XO, NJ as a mentor as a bonus. Yeah, but 100%. The all these guys that you're speaking of, they're sick lads, in it, all sick lads. Jim's elite scalper as well. Yeah, like I said, all these. Have I hit 1.67? Fucking hell. Appreciate that, guys, man. Alhamdulillah, man. That's beautiful. Though I'm slowly growing. 2K coming soon. 2K is coming soon. Yeah, everyone has their own different styles, isn't it? That's what the thing is. Like it's just like you guys, right? So if you guys like are trading and whatnot, and you're doing your thing, you're gonna have your own specific style, innit? So it depends. Like you trade to what you feel comfortable, right? Thank you so much, Dagsy. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that you guys having love for the content I'm showing. Because I'll be honest with you, it's not easy to come on a daily basis and make plans one after another every single day. It's not a simple thing to do, but I enjoy it. I enjoy the challenge. I enjoy the toughness as well to try to make these plans and try and explain it to the best way possible for you guys to understand it. I think it's a lot of fun for me, and it grows me as a person. So really, really and truly for me, it's more of a of a growth, because if I'm going to be a mentor in the future, if I'm going to be someone who's actually respected, or someone who has an idea and understanding of the market and plays the market appropriately, I need to be able to be very versatile to every one of you guys. So Like for example, some of you guys are from different countries, some of you guys are from different backgrounds, different work ethics, different experiences to the market. If I can actually blend myself to the way you think and the way you are, I think that's me mastering my myself, and that's a big thing for me as well, and that's what I'm looking forward to as well. I just want to become the best ability, the best mentor possible for you guys, so you guys can actually make the use of it out of what I can offer to you, and come into the next bull market. You guys can get a lot out of it as well. So you are my hero, champ. All love, thank you, brother. I got love for all of you guys, man. 100%. I think market conditions and right now demand for you to take profits like CT say. 100%. Can't beat morning daily content. I appreciate that, brother. 2 months. Dane's channel is mad under sub. Glad to be here early. Thank you, Jordan. Man, I tell you something. I will always remember you guys, man. Always remember you guys. You guys were the early guys, man. So that's why, like I was saying in it with the NFT thing in it, what I want to do is like, the first 100, you guys will have like a special NFT. I've got it. I've got the ideas. The idea is this, right? So my logo is a wolf in it, right? And what I'm looking to do is have like 1,000 NFTs, which I'm gonna get created and mint them myself, and I'm gonna transfer it to each and one of you guys in the coming future, in a couple of months' time. Just give me some time on that. It's gonna cost me a lot of money, but we'll figure that out. But what I'm looking to do is have my logo, right, but as the face of a wolf, and have this crazy designs with Super Saiyan, Naruto kind of thing, like Anbu kind of thing, and Hokage kind of thing. And you got the freaking uh like lightning in the back, glows and stuff like that. These are like the more legendary kind of cards, and you guys, the first 100 will get those as well. So I know who my first 100. You guys will get that as a gift from me, that you guys can decide what you want to do as well. If you want to keep it as a memento, by all means. If you want to sell it on the market for, I don't know, like $10 or something, by all means, it's entirely up to you guys. Okay. So yeah, let's see. I just saw 1 minute. S is the GOAT, Exo Macro King, Dank Child God. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Got a dash. All right, take care, Artemis. Thank you, Guna. Appreciate that. That's the thing is, like, not everyone's gonna understand things, isn't it? Very clearly. So, end of the day, if you guys can actually see what I'm talking about, and I can break things down, it's me becoming a better human being, right? End of the day, it's as simple as that. All right. So, thank you so much. That's the thing is, the respect, being respected. I don't really mind that. What I want to do, I'm more focused on you guys, But take care, Artemis. See you soon, man. Thank you, Steam788. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you, SC, man. You guys are greatly appreciated, man. Gandalf, thank you so much as well. Shakib, thank you so much. Bam Bam, Kep, SC, you guys are legendary people. Thank you, Mike. So you give us the reason, you give us the why, reasoning, and beliefs for all your outlooks. Very helpful. Do you know what it is? It's like the way I know I'm talking off script completely from charts and stuff like that. But I think this is like more. Let me interact with you guys here quite deeply, and share with me what you guys think, and what you guys think I should improve on, because improving never stops, right? The reaching greatness will never ever stop. Reaching a level where people can actually relate to me, and people can actually understand what I'm trying to say to them, and teach them for their own benefit, like that will never stop, right? The work, my dad has a saying in Creole, is like travail jamais pour finir. So like seulement, no, what is it? What was it? Yeah, toi, this is what it says. Toi jamais tu pourras finir travail, seulement travail pour finir toi. Which basically means in English, right? You will never be able to finish work, but work will finish you first, right? You're always replaceable. Like, I'm replaceable. I'm disposable. Someone else will take over, right? One of you guys, by God's blessing, will take over. I don't really mind. It's not a big deal for me, right? But like, if I can make a stand during the bear market and help you guys, by all means. So like, when I look at, like, when I was like at uni, and I look at something, for example, like a medication. I try to understand, what is the mechanism of action? How does it work? What does it do to the body? Well, okay, it does this to the body, but does it affect anything else? That's where side effects come in. And then, okay, why does this side effect happen? Oh, because it affects this certain nerves, this certain neurons, because it's this kind of this class of drug. All this class of drug had this. So once I understood that, I became very, very good at my career, and I quickly within the first couple of months. I think in the first month or 2 months, I was pretty much known across the whole of Gloucestershire. Um, like they're like Z's, like they were saying that I was a young pharmacist and whatnot, and they wanted to hire me because I was locuming. But the thing is, the pay was shit in it. I told them, I said, listen, if you can pay me the same as a locum, I'll take a permanent job. But until then, I'm happy to locum. But and so when I look at these charts and go through this as well, I understand that you guys are going through what I've gone through in 2018. You know, in 2018, when I lost all the money that was made in 2017, I was like, but hang on a second, what the fuck's going on? So the real key is technical analysis, understanding what a chart does. How do I do that? What does certain things do? Why does these memes, like, these, for example, head and shoulders, right? How does that work, right? And you can see, if you, for example, a head and shoulder is literally this. Let me just get a blank space. A head and shoulder is this, right? Head, so shoulder, head, and then this is the head, right? And then it sells off, right? That's what it does. But in reality, what is it? It's a range bound environment. That's what it is. Does that make sense? What it is, we got a deviation. Again, look, low to high, high to low, low to high. For the deviation, the fuck you doing back in range? High to low, low to high, high to low, and then we finally get the breakout, and then off we go. It's just it's a range bound environment. When you break, when I start looking at, okay, what, because people are looking at head and shoulders, wedge, and this and that, X, Y, and Z. But hang on a second, there's got to be more of a technical idea behind it. It can't just be a meme. A meme, it doesn't make any sense to me. A meme is full of shit, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So when I start breaking this down, it makes all this sense, and I'm like, okay, so that's what it really was. And this is where I started growing the love of range bound environment. So when I came across SC, and he was talking about SRs and ranges and stuff like that, and I found my love on ranges, and I realized, hang on a second, in a range, I can make so much money up and down, up and down, up and down, without stressing. Just play it short burst, and it's the same process. And all I'm doing right now is just showing you what I've learned over to you guys. Sorry, Steam's got to go. You gotta get up in the morning and try and get the live streaming. I mean, I'm in the US and get up in the morning and try to get on Trader Danks live stream. This is 5 a.m. Oh, Jesus Christ. Big respect for Steve, man. Big respect for you, man. That's commitment there, brother. I think I've been off work the whole last couple of days and I'm up at 4:15 a.m. local time for the. Oh, Gandalf, that's big respect as well. Even the same as Justin. Fair play, man. Appreciate that, man. Fair play. I really have a lot of respect for that. Can you explain drawings fibs? Okay, guy, let's do this. Any questions? Let's do it, man. We're going to talk about the thing here. I wanted to talk about that. I really want to talk about this chart here, but we'll talk about it in just a moment, okay? Let me just do the fib stuff that you guys are asking, and then we'll go through that, okay? So a Fibonacci is this. So this is my fib. So if you go to on the left hand side, right, you will see, like, the drawings, all the drawings, something along the lines of retracement, and you see Fibonacci retracement, right? What I do is this, like, your Fibonacci won't be like this. It'll be very different at first. If you double click on it, go to styles, and what I put in these areas here, 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, and 1. And that's what it is. And that's my Fibonacci. It's simple as that. And all I'm doing now, right, for example, is this. Play level. Oops. I'm playing level. That's one level. That's another level. That's the mid-range. That's another level. Then from there, we'll see how it goes to another level, 75%, and range high. Back and down and up and down. That's what it is. That's as simple as that, the Fibonacci. Nothing too complicated. I don't use no 0.68, 0.712, 4417. I don't know what they're using, but I just keep it as simple as that. Okay? Does that help, guy? Mike, yeah, it's always 4:35 a.m. every day here in the part of the US, but worth it. Oh man, Mike, you guys are fucking sick though. Thank you, David. Appreciate that. Yeah, there's a lot more US people here, man. I'm loving that. I'm loving the US people as well. So, you guys are fucking sick. I went to Mexico. I gotta say, you US motherfuckers, right, are lovely, lovely people. I don't know what it is, but you guys love the UK guys, which is weird. But then again, I you know what? I've got love for these guys, man. I went to Mexico and they were lovely people. I sat down. I went to Benihana's in Mexico. In the hotel, there was a Benihana's restaurant, like Michael Kyle from My Wife and Kids, in it. Sitting down with his family. This gentleman was next to me, and me and this gentleman, right? He was in his like mid-50s, in it, and we were chatting about golf. We were talking about freaking American football, and he was surprised how I knew all this stuff. I'm like, I had a friend at uni, who's from America, and even basketball. He used to talk to me about all this stuff. I learned a lot of shit from him. Let's see what's going on. So yeah, thank you, Cruz, man. I really appreciate that, brother. We need a routine for the stream BC Ethereum trading plan of the day. Alts watch list, and after the work on charts, we can hang out and talk about life 100%. I feel like there's not enough time in the day, you know. Thank you, John. Thank you, John Kabush. Really appreciate that. Thank you, Steam, man. Maybe more structure in the first. Yeah, I think the first 30 minutes, I'm actually like just chatting too much there. Sorry about that. Yeah, from Belgium, Fouad. Fouad, my bro. What's going on, Muselli? When we start the mentor class, let's start from the basic, please. Of course, you know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna start. Like the plan is this, right? I'm gonna talk about the very basics of what a candle is, what a candle represents, all that kind of things, and trading views, and all that kind of thing. We're gonna have to do a video on that, and that will be in the private group itself, and we're gonna start from the basics and work our way up as well. Okay, so don't worry about that too much, because I do have some family who wants to be in the group as well, and I told them, I said, listen, like when you're ready, I'll like you can jump on. And because they don't know anything about charts, they don't understand it. They try to follow the stream, but they get lost. So I want to make this down as basic as possible. So there's a background that someone can go to and start from, and then join in with us, kind of thing, you know. So many US guys, I bet none of them know my homeland, Slovakia. Bro, Slovakia, of course Slovakia, man. The Europeans know where Slovakia is. I didn't like all the colors on the fib, but that is a lot cleaner. I appreciate it. I guess. Yeah, thank you, guy. How do you know where to place the Fibonacci? What candles do you pick and start? It's the highs and lows in it. Again, this will all be explained in things. So, for example, like it depends on it. Like everyone has different kind of styles of actually picking a Fibonacci. So, like the highs and lows. I mean, some people will start saying, "Oh, we can play from here, from this very low, or to this high here." But then, how do you know this high is not going to go any higher up here? So then, do we move the Fibonacci to this high over here? We don't fucking know. But it comes down with a bit of experience on how to understand the range bound. For me, this range bound environment is this right here. Yeah, I'd say it's this. This is a range bound environment. What we got from this high here to this low there, deviation, support, resistance, deviation, resistance, break up, holding a support, support, and then now we just got to break out this and then flip up higher. Does that make sense? It takes practice. It really does take practice. But the idea is in the country club, what I'll be doing is setting homework so you guys can actually do your ranges. We're gonna focus on a lot of that stuff, and then we can actually work this out. Okay. So let's see what the dollar's saying. Yeah. Dollar's coming to this area that we talked about. This area consolidation is just coming to it. I think I think there's gonna be a little bit more of a push up there, and we'll see how we react. Do we break down, happy days, or do we break up, happy days? But from a perspective of just of a technical analysis, yeah, I can understand the breakdown. Looking at Bitcoin, what's happening on Bitcoin quickly. Yeah, nothing. It's dead. It's a very, very slow move as well. It's very, very tricky to play. Ethereum again. We're at Monday's high. We're coming at Monday's high. Like how many times is it gonna bounce on Monday's high? You got to look. Take it at Monday's high. Find support over here. Deviates there. Find support over here. We're finding support here. How many supports do we need to have before we say, you know what, fuck this, let's go down? All right. So that's that. I mean, even ES right now is still negative for the day. We're below the monthly open. So I mean, look, once we lose this level here, right? Once we lose this level here, I think that's it. Or hell will be loose. So if we lose this level like that, and I think that's it. Go back down to 4084, which is 25% of the 2021's range. So it's a tricky move. That's why I'm playing it just on a range band environment. Yeah. Do you see Monday's high and low for the whole week, or do you use the Tuesday high and low for Wednesday trade? No. Wax. I use Monday's high and low throughout the whole week. Okay, cool. All right, let's talk about this one. Total 2 BTC. This is the big one that I wanted to talk about to you guys. No, right here. That's it. I think it's a short now. Okay, let's just break this down briefly. Okay, this is a very interesting one. So follow through, and let's talk about this, okay? So back in the day of Bitcoin, right? Let me have a cigarette first. I need to have a cigarette, and we talk about this, right? I just want you to focus on this chart first. Just look at this, and I want you to tell me what do you think is gonna happen here. Yeah. Considering that we've talked about ranges so many times, so tell me. I want every one of you guys here in this chat, right? Tell me what do you expect to happen. Okay. While I light up a cigarette. Yeah, I saw that thingy, Fan Satoshi. You know what? Is from yesterday when I left the house in it. I left the house. I had a bit of a family thing going on, and I didn't charge my batteries. That's where you got fucked up over. So turn on hands to take out the highs. So turn on. Talking about. Are you talking about this high over here? Take out the highs over here. Take out these highs, and then what happens? What do you think? Fan Satoshi said deviation. So deviation above here. I'm guessing. Then come back down. Is that what you're right? Is that what you're saying? David Butt said tap the highs and sell off. In a range bound environment, yep, definitely is a range bound environment, 100%. Reject range high, head back down to mid. Yep, okay, cool, very, very good. Rejection on range high. Everyone's saying it's rejection on range high. Take out highs and smack down to the bottom or go higher. Yeah, okay. So you guys, you know what's beautiful about this? What I'm so happy about, I'm really proud of you guys, for each and one of you guys, is that you've understood how to play a range. Don't know if you guys understood that. I don't think if you guys have actually really taken that into consideration, and I think you guys should give yourself a pat on the back, because how many people understands ranges, that range height, it's like, you start rejecting and coming back down. How many people will understand that? And go back to when you first started trading. Would you have discussed this? Would you have been sitting here and say, yeah, take out the highs or a deviation, it'll break down from range high? Take out liquidity at the top. Let's see where we come back down. Deviation and sell off. Yeah, it's beautiful that you guys actually thinking this. But I believe where the issue you guys will have is picking out the ranges, isn't it? Yeah, Essie's right. Distinguishing between trending and ranging market is really important. Thank you, brother. Thank you, David. Yeah, in the past and used to long. Yeah, bro, we all been in that position. I'm just smoking in the meantime. I'm letting you guys just chat so I can read what you're saying in it. So cool. Everyone's just saying the same thing. Very, 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 very similar thing. That's all blessed. I'm glad we've come to this kind of stage here. All right, so let's narrow this motherfucker back down now. Okay. So we got a range band environment, right? Before we talked about this, I want to talk about what's so beautiful about this total 2 BTC USD chart. Okay. This, right? If you look at this, right? It's a measure of the total 2. The total 2 is basically all the alts, including Ethereum, except for BTC, right? So as you can see on the corner there, crypto total market cap excludes BTC, right? That's what total 2 is about. Now, and it's a measurement against BTC, right? So originally we had, back in 2015, we have a range bound environment, and then we had a bull run, we shot up, come back down, and shot up high. Okay, I've done a video about this last year. I'll try and find it. It's probably on the Telegram somewhere, and it just shot up. You see how parabolic it's gone? Really, really parabolic all the way. Even this is 2017. 2017. This is the move that we had, and this is how crazy the move was from 2017 going all the way to freaking fucking hell, man. This is mad. From 2017, which is over here, all the way to 2018. Look how massively explosive that is, right? Yes, we had a pullback over here, and then we had one massive pump up there, and that was the final pump for 20k, and also was going mad. So, for example, TRX from the lows was from November to December. That for 4 weeks, right? TRX did a 200x. Fibs has gotten a lot better. Thank you, brother. Good to actually know that you're doing better. It's not because of me, after watching me. It's you guys. You guys need to actually take the credit for yourself, not me. I don't need to take any credit because I'm just talking, right? And you guys are actually applying it. There's a difference there. There's no point me actually talking and you guys not applying it. You gotta give yourself that respect there. You know what I mean? There's always beginning of a new range start on a Monday. No, no, no. So art, what I'm saying is like the Monday is the start of the week. So if you, so you know you got like a weekly candle. So you know you got a weekly candle, right? So you sometimes have a weekly candle like this, right? Doesn't matter if it's an up candle or down candle, right? So you got the open. So when you got the open, and Monday's, let's say this is Monday's low, right? And this is Monday's high, okay? And then price does its thing, right? Comes back down as a deviation to make this wick, comes back up, holds above it, goes up, and then it shoots up, and that's the close, and it does a bit of an expansive move to make the high up there, and then it closes around here. And this price action is this weekly candle. This is 7 days worth of price action, and this is 1 week candle. Does that make sense? So when I use Monday's range, it gives me that insight. Thank you, my bro. You know what? It's not being humble. I'm just being honest, fam. I'm just being honest. Justin's a novice. No, it doesn't really matter, brother. Whether you're a novice, you're intermediate, or expert, we can all learn from one another. One day, I hope to learn from you, my bro. Each one of you guys, I hope to learn from you guys. There will be a day that I like. The idea is right, like as we grow in this. How many of you guys want to be a freaking influencer? Answer me that. Out of all of you guys here, how many guys want to be an influencer right now on Twitter to have like 500 followers, 1,000 followers, 10,000 followers, and more? How many of you guys want to do that? Derry wants to be an influencer. El Camelo said, nah, I ain't gonna do it. SC doesn't want to do it. That's fine. Yeah. Jordan wants to be a full-time trader. Mike says no. Okay, shit. Most of you guys don't want to do it then. Not yet, at least, right? But look, to be an influencer, right? Allow that. Like an influencer, right? Like in my position right now, and many people's position, they'll be like SC, XO, NJ, Nebraska. Who else? All this crypto Tony. Like there's a set responsibility that we have, right? That on to you towards you guys, right? Now, yeah, a good influencer and not with a few K influencers. I totally understand, but there's a set responsibility. My belief is this: is that if you have a good grasp of trading, an understanding of trading, and a fundamental grasp of the background of this, you can easily start producing those charts on your Twitter. And when you start producing these charts on the Twitter, you start growing automatically. You'll be under the whole country club whole thing, and I'll help you guys. If you guys are interested that you're going into the influential role, I will help you about pushing yourself forward there. Not go into the big boy fan section. And that's not what we want to do. We want to be legitimate people that will have a really good understanding and the base of what the fuck's going on. Does that make sense? So obviously the key really is becoming more of a consistent trader, like which Jordan's talking about, and confident, more than anything else. The influential role will come after. If you guys are interested in by that, that will come after. And if you want to do that, I will help you push yourself forward. That's not a big deal. Okay. I mean, for me, it's like this, right? The way I see it is simple. There's enough pie for everybody to eat. Everyone can eat from this pie. This whole cryptocurrency market, bruv. It's if it's this is the whole part, the whole pie, bruv. Like what I'm taking is not even this big, right? I don't even eat this much of a pie, and there's millions of us that we can all share. You know what I'm saying? We all can all share. If you want to be an influencer, you can be an influencer. You want to do YouTube, you can do YouTube. I'm more than happy to help you in as we go forward. So first learn and then share knowledge, 100% Fuad. But I'm sharing my knowledge, and if you guys want to keep going, by all means, BTC's pushing us. Have a look. What the fuck's the price? It's not really pushing by much. 15 minutes. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, look, you can come back into this area here. Let me look. You can say that. You can say that that's the thing here. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, this here, this area here, come back down, break down. I think it goes back to mid range. If we break above it, flip above, you can start playing it to these highs over here into this area there. This is where I'm looking to actually see how we react. From this area of consolidation, this is where I'm looking to see how we react. You see all these candles are captured here. The body of the candles, majority of the body of the candles are captured here. So I wouldn't mind it coming back up to here to a range high. Starts breaking down. That gives me an opportunity to short the market back down. If we start reclaiming and start holding up, then we flip to go to longs. Does that make sense? Thank you, Cruz. Man, I'm look. The whole concept of this whole YouTube and my Twitter and the country club and all that kind of stuff is to help you guys. And the real thing is, to be honest, right, is that anyone can do it, right? I have this belief that anyone can do it. There's nothing stopping you from doing anything great apart from yourself. Only you will stop yourself. You are your worst enemy when it comes to achieving greatness. Greatness comes from within you. You want to achieve it, but put the effort into it, put the work into it, and you will fucking reach that greatness you want to do. Whatever you want to do afterwards, it doesn't really matter. But you can reach like a huge level, But that comes down to you. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't put in the work, you're never gonna reach the high level. For example, if you're working in a store like Forever 21, for example, don't know why that's coming to my head, but Forever 21, a lot of people are just happy to be a worker, just to work there, get their pay, go home, and just chill out with their friends or family or whatever. Some people want to be supervisors. Some people want to be a manager. Some people want to go into area manager. And you put in the work to get to that and you get a better pay, right? It's the same thing. Like in trading, if you want to get a better pay, put in the effort into it. You'll make, you have a small account, build that small account, and eventually, inshallah, by the will of God, it will grow. It will grow into something much more, splendid and more fruitful for you, right? Like David said, own fear is the biggest stop to your ambition. You know, like if I had listened to many people about cryptocurrency back in the early days, they said to me I was never gonna make it. But look at me now. Like I'm not being arrogant about it, but look at me now. Like I'm in a position that I'm talking to hundreds of people, if not thousands of people. So it is what it is. You ever seen the secret mindset on YouTube? Share some. No, I haven't actually. I checked that out. Bless your girlfriend, your daughters, man. Thank you so much for that. Maybe not your daughters. I swear a lot. I swear a lot. How old is your kids are? But honestly, you can do whatever you want to do, man. Yeah. Look at me. That's it. That's where I got it from. Morningstar. Morningstar picked it on straight away. Look at me now. Headshot, bang. That's a fucking line. The funny thing is, when he said headshot, bang. When I used to play Call of Duty with NJ, uh, I love going for headshots. When I go for headshots, I need to be on the mic with him. I'm like headshot, headshot, headshot. I've been adding $25 to $20 in the trading account every pay. Bless you, my bro. Like may God let it be in a way that you don't need to put any money ever again. Pound for pound, headshot, dead. Yeah, that's what he said. That's a hard line. Look at me now. Everyone, yeah, but it's true. Like he said this is what he said. Look at Leon Edwards. That's a very, very good thing, actually. I want to bring this up. Actually. This is a very, very interesting thing that I want to actually show you guys. Let me delete that to Leon. Now, look what he was saying. He was talking about like he came from the trenches, and the guy was born in Jamaica from a tin roof in it. Like he's come from there, from a wooden house. That's where it's from, in Jamaica. And my man decided to come in and came in hard and took out everybody out one by one. And here he is. And when you look at this kind of stuff, right, this is motivation for all of us, innit? For like, it doesn't matter where the fuck you come from. If you got that hunger and that desire, you can always make it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep putting yourself to it as well. Art is leaving, man. Take care of yourself, Art. Thanks, dating club coming. But yeah, by all means, man. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how big of a money you've got. If you got like $10 in your trading account, or you got like $1,000 or even $1,000,000, I don't give a shit about that. You have the power to make things the way you want it to be. If you find something that you're not happy with, make a difference out of it. Change the thing. Change the situation. Look for what you can do to make better, and only then can you make changes. So like, and this is it. And what my view is I want to help you to get better. I want to help you in a way that you can actually see the market how it is and play the market how it is to become profitable. Leon talking about how he did it for his mom. He did it for his mom and dad. God is on my side. That's what he says. Now, whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, that's not a problem. That's entirely your own belief. But I'm a God believing person, right? And it's true. When God is on your side, or whether you believe in a higher being or a spirit or whatever you want to believe in, right? When you got that energy with you, there's nothing that can stop you. No one can stop you except from that, except from God. That's my true belief is as well. So fair play to Leon from Brum, representing the UK. Smashed the freaking Kamaru Usman, and he fucked him up out of nowhere. Just the last minute of the round, he was losing. Leon was losing completely. He won the first round, and we're all here right now. We're in the trenches right now. We're all stuck in the trenches, and I'm trying to help you to get out the trenches, and let's fucking kill the rest of the market and just do a lot better for all of us. You know what I'm saying? Take care, Mike. See you soon, man. Started from the bottom. Yeah, you started from the bottom. We're all started from the bottom, bruv. Every one of us is here, man. None of us in this chat can say, yeah, we made it at the top. We started from the top. No, 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 no. We started from the bottom, man. And yeah, AA, look, but by all means, look, like I said, I've got a group coming up called Dank's Country Club. If you guys are interested in it, let me just bring up my Twitter. Where's Twitter? Danks C Club. The link is at the bottom of on the description as well. You'll see it. This is it, right? Danks Country Club. You type in Danks C Club. That's me. Send me a DM, right, and then I'll help you out. I'm gonna try to help you out with like the beginners, the intermediates, everyone as well. It's gonna be like $100 a month for the first 100 people, and then after that we'll see how it goes. But like I said, we're trying to build something big here, and I'm trying to actually help you guys in a much more intimate moment as well, so you get more action and more time from me as well. So it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner, it doesn't matter if you're intermediate. If you want to join, by all means. And by any times, if you want to, leave the group, there's no force. I'm not forcing anybody. I'm just talking about what I'm looking to do. So it's entirely up to you there. So, we're gonna make this right. We're gonna make this. We're gonna do really, really well. And like we gotta say it. Like I always say, Bismillah. Bismillah means in the name of God in Arabic. In the name of God. So like when I do anything, I wake up in the morning, Bismillah. I eat my food, Bismillah. Like if I step out the house, Bismillah. Step in the car, Bismillah. Everything is I believe that if I have God's protection on me, I'm gonna be okay. So like that's my view. And like you don't have to, have the same view. It's not a problem. But putting the work into it, we're gonna kill it, man. I promise you, we are gonna do. I'm gonna work hard alongside with you guys, each and one of you guys. I'm gonna work hard towards you guys. I'm gonna work hard non-stop, and we're gonna grind. We're gonna grind and grind and grind till we get this and clock this. The idea is, right, what I'm looking to do is, as you guys grow, right, and as you guys are getting better, I will actually have one of you guys, or 4 or 5 of you guys who are showing me greatness out of your learning ability. You can have a little section on the Discord as well. You guys will actually have your own little setup that you can actually show, and I'll step in as like the obviously the leader of the group itself. And then we can grow from there. And hopefully we do a lot well. That's it. Invaluable opportunity. Thanks, bro. Greatly appreciate it. Gotta get to work. Take care, brother Justin. I'm gonna head off soon because I gotta bounce as well. Sent you a DM on Twitter for a private group on August 8th. Yep, don't worry about it. I'll have to sort that out. I'll sort that out. Okay, everyone else is gonna be messaged today, inshallah. Okay. Yep, cool. BTC's pumping. Is it really pumping? I mean, yeah. But like I said, come back into this area. It's this area I'm looking for. You see this whole consolidation on this area here. It's a range band environment. Consolidation. Come back down to deviation. Come back down. Retest. So this bounce off this area here, which is fine. Get one more retest. Start breaking down. Off we go. So if we break up, I'll start looking for longs. But until then, I'll be looking for shorts. That's my view on the market there, guys. I'm gonna have to bounce. It is 12:30. I've got a few things to sort out at home and whatnot, and I will catch you guys tomorrow, and hopefully we'll go well. What's this? September 1st, we'll go. Yeah, I'm trying my best to get September the 1st. I need to get the website sorted. There's a lot of things I've got to do in the background, which is it's a bit time consuming, but I'm doing my best behind the scenes. Okay. Just DM'd your new country. Thank you, brother. Well, if you hit me up on Twitter, right, first, right, Gandalf, I think you've already messaged me, so you're okay. Don't worry about that. You're good. The ones who already messaged me already, I'm gonna send you a message today, right? If you haven't get a message by the end of tonight, that means like and you want to be interested, by all means do it. The reason why I'm doing this whole messaging thing first is that because it's gonna be a first come first serve, right? So up to 100 people. So I think I got about 60 odd people already or something like that. I don't know. I don't know the numbers properly because I was off for a little while. So the idea is like after that, once I go live, it's going to be one of the remaining of the spaces. That's going to be the remainder. If you've already messaged me, you guys get priority straight away. Okay. So I'm going to, yeah, so I'm going to head off though, and I'll speak to you guys soon. All right. Take care, guys. Love.